survivors, it's Mark here and welcome back to the Sanctuary Ark. Here we are on day 57 to 941 on the back end of checking out Northridge. Yes, which is behind us, and we're going to be wandering through that towards, we're facing the wrong way here, towards the Twin Peaks. Yes, interesting area indeed. Basically two dead volcanoes, which I would assume to be very popular. Yes, quite a large area. We're going to be wandering through part of Northridge we haven't actually walked through yet, accompanied with some Ark dev kit music. can we get there and take that loot from that orbital drop without getting any hassle from those Rexes. They're only low level, so I wouldn't be too worried about those. We'd normally get some nice stuff from here, but it's a bit dodgy trying to get to it, but it looks like we might do it. Let's get here and have a look. And we've got a few bits, and we'll just grab them because they usually try and attack you once you've got your head in that thing. But no, we've got away with it, I think. goodness me, we were so lucky there to get away with not getting attacked through that little section. Now I've got an anomaly here. I ain't got a clue what this is. Can't find it in the dev kit, or in the editor I should say. It's a possibility it's placed there from maybe one of the mods, I don't know. It's a bit annoying, that is, because I want to get rid of it. But there's a lot of this area to cover, so we don't want to be hanging about here too long. And the thing is, if it is a mod, I ain't going to remove all the mods just to see which one it is. So we'll continue on. Okay, so we're coming to the top here. There should be, or probably be, a treasure chest in here somewhere. It's not spawned in as yet, but they don't always. It's a random thing. And yes, without a flyer, there's really only two ways you can get up there, and this is one of them. And the other one's more or less directly ahead, going down the other side of the Twin Peaks here. Now, I would assume this would be an excellent place for a base, but at the loss of some of the decent resources, some really good advanced resources within the Twin Peaks here, the two volcanoes. We'll go to the right and we'll check out that one. Yes, as well as the potential base location, the resources here. We've got a multitude of some good high level resources. Metal. Lots of obsidian down on this side. We've got crystal. We've got gems. Full of stone, rock. And yeah, having a little look around. We've also got a water source, which we're heading for now. So this would probably be the area here where you would probably build your base. I say you wouldn't lose everything depending on how big the base is. But this is very shallow, you can't swim in it or anything like that. A walkable little lake, a water source for any base that you wish to build here. And no creatures, it's too shallow for that. But it's a very welcome, especially after the trek up here, drinking source, yeah. We'll crouch down and see how we go with that. That's, yeah, not very good. So, as you see, very, very shallow indeed. But enough water there for any purpose that you require. Except for swimming. You can't swim. Right, let's have a wander around the edges here. So gems, crystal, that's it. A little bit of thatch about. Stone, metal. So there's a lot of obsidian down there as well, as I said. Yeah, let's have a bit of a poop. Let's mess the place up a bit. Disgusting girl you are. That's it. More gems, and have a wander up this way. And back out to make our way to the other volcano, or the other part of Twin Peaks. A little bit of wood there, those twigs. And along the top there's crystal and all sorts all around the top of the edges here. Well, a bit up there, look, some over there, the metal. There was an orbital drop that was placed near, but it weren't working very well, so I've moved that, or removed it, put it somewhere else. Okay. Yeah, fair bit of crystal on this this section and the next, but there's a few more bits and pieces in there, which is quite nice. You'll see in a minute. That's down here onto the main path. This is towards the exit, the opposite way we came in, but to the left here we should have a walkway into. There's a rare flower up there. I forgot about those. We'll see those in a bit. Right, that's it, and into the second volcano, dead volcano. Now we've got crystal, we've got element shard, element dust. We've got all the elements actually here. Yeah, some pretty good rare resources here. We're going to go and collect some of this down here, see what we do have. We'll try these rocks here, see what we acquire from those. Flint and stone, element shard and ambergris. So we've got some good resource there. There we go. Some all the same. Got some flint. Here we got crystal. Let's go and have a look here. Crystal and stone. And here we have element shards, element dust. Let's have a look. Yeah, stone. Oh, come on. Element. We get a bit off this big one as well. Element shard. You get a lot of element shard here. Some element and some element dust. Over here. Suppose you could have a small base over here that would interfere with the resources at the other end. Well, depending on, like I say, the size of the base and whatever you put down here. Element ore, metal and stone. Crystal, stone and blue gem. So there's your dilemma. Do we build a base here, or do we use it for resource? Because you won't be able to have both. Though I do believe you can set your settings so that any resources can spawn closer to your base or what have you, or so forth. That's an option or a dilemma that you may have. Yes, under normal game settings circumstances, it would be, do you have a base here or do you have the resources here? The choice would be yours. Or have a base close by and then nip in here just to get the resource whenever required. I guess that's what most people would do. Yes, nonetheless, an interesting area with some interesting resource. The Twin Peaks. You got two options. But that's that at the top here, and we're going to make our way back down to the other side of the Twin Peaks, and we're going to go via the other pathway, which is just up here on the left. quite a few creatures around this area here, and there was some rock golems up there, but I think I must have moved them. I do so many different experiments. I might put them back up there though, because it was a bit barren for spawns. So we're going to keep on and having a look around here, because we do have, I think down on this ridge somewhere, we have a treasure chest in between these rocks somewhere, I believe. The Bronto there, 110, no, a 10. Okay. Right, I thought it was here, maybe it's over between the next two rocks. Let's have a look. Let's see what we have. Yes, we have one here, look. Let's go and have a look and see what we've got here. Anything good? It usually is. We've got a frog saddle there, which is good. this Rex, and we're not too worried because Eve, whoops, get this sorted. Eve's on a good aim day today. Right, let's go and have a look here. Grab the trophy, that's it. We're encumbered, so got a lot of weight on now. We're going to have to make our way back towards Raft. That's the Twin Peaks, or most of it. We did leave a bit out the other side, but no doubt we'll encounter that with another adventure on another area. Well, we'll end it here, and we'll make our way back through Northridge towards the raft. Yes, and as we're encumbered, it's going to take a bit of a while getting there. Well, we've got a fair few bits there that we're going to be taking back with us. Well, that's the Twin Peaks episode sorted. And if you're still with us, thank you so much for watching. We'll catch you in the next one. Oh yes, yes indeed.